Before we get into this story, if you like raw, real experiences of love, trust, and heartbreak, make sure to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I read every one, and your stories matter. Now, this is the story of a night at our dinner table that changed everything I thought I knew about love. It started like any other evening. My wife had invited a few friends over, including her best guy friend, Ryan. I didn't think much of it at first. Ryan had been in her life long before me, and I had always trusted her. But that night, she teased me in a way that cut sharper than I expected. "You're so jealous," she said, laughing, as Ryan made a joke about something work-related. "You act like I'd leave you for him." She rolled her eyes, smirking, and the rest of the table laughed. I forced a chuckle, but inside my chest tightened. It wasn't just embarrassment. Something in her tone, the way she looked at me with that little spark of mischief, made my stomach churn. I tried to shrug it off. I'm overreacting, I told myself. But over the next few days, I started noticing things. Ryan was suddenly texting her late at night. She'd step out of the room to take calls, closing her phone quickly whenever I walked by. She smiled at messages I wasn't meant to see. And there were the little excuses, "It's just work," or "You're imagining things," whenever I asked who she'd been texting. At first, I questioned myself. Maybe I was paranoid. Maybe I had no right to feel uneasy. But the unease kept growing, gnawing at me. The playful teasing at the dinner table that I had laughed off now felt like a warning I hadn't recognized. I felt like I was living with a stranger who knew all my fears and used them for amusement. A week later, I caught a glimpse of a text that froze me mid-breath. She thought I wasn't paying attention, but I saw Ryan's name pop up. "Can't wait to see you tonight." Alone. My stomach sank. My hands shook, and I felt a cold, hollow pit spread through my chest. I wanted to confront her, but I didn't know how. How could I question someone I loved so completely? How could I face a betrayal I wasn't sure I fully understood yet? The signs multiplied. She'd laugh at things I didn't understand, whisper when I entered a room, hide her phone. I replayed that dinner night in my head 100 times, each laugh, each jealous comment twisting into something darker. I felt my trust crumbling, piece by piece. I decided to follow my instincts. I looked through her phone, not something I was proud of, but the messages I found confirmed my worst fears. The playful teasing, the laughter, the jokes at the dinner table, it had been a facade. There were late-night messages, secret plans, and conversations filled with intimacy that wasn't meant for me. Every memory, every shared moment suddenly felt tainted. When I confronted her, I was calm, but my heart was pounding. "Why?" I asked. "Why, Ryan? Why all this behind my back?" She froze, her smile gone. The guilt was immediate, written across her face. She tried to justify it. "It wasn't supposed to happen," she said softly. "It started as harmless. I didn't mean to." I wanted to scream, to beg, to understand, but the words wouldn't come. I had loved her, trusted her, and in an instant, the foundation of my world felt like it had cracked. And yet, beneath the pain, I realized something. I couldn't let her betrayal define my life. I had to decide whether to crumble under it or stand for myself. The days after the confrontation were the hardest. I replayed every conversation, every laugh, every playful glance, wondering if I'd missed other signs, other warnings. The memories stung in a way that made my chest ache. Even now, I can't hear someone tease, "You're jealous," without feeling a flash of that cold betrayal. But in the midst of that heartbreak, I began to find clarity. I realized that love isn't just about staying. It's about trust, respect, and boundaries. And when those are broken, it's not weakness to walk away. It's self-respect. I chose to step back, to reclaim my life, to surround myself with people who value honesty and loyalty. I didn't cut her out of my life entirely, but I stopped letting her decisions dictate my worth. I also began reflecting on myself, my insecurities, my blind spots, and my limits. Betrayal teaches you more about who you are than who hurt you. I learned that I had a voice, that my feelings matter, and that even the person I loved most in the world could be flawed, and flawed in ways that hurt me deeply. It hasn't been easy. Healing never is. But the heartbreak forced me to grow, to rebuild trust in myself, if not in her. To understand that even in pain, there's a way forward. That even when the people we love disappoint us, we can find strength within ourselves to survive, to move, and to live fully again. So, if you've ever experienced betrayal, whether from a partner, a friend, or someone you trusted, know that your feelings are valid. Know that you can feel the pain, acknowledge it, and still find strength on the other side. And know that self-respect isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. If this story resonated with you, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more real, raw stories of love, trust, and heartbreak. Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your experiences, your heartbreaks, and how you found the courage to move forward. Because even in the darkest moments, we can find the strength to stand, to reclaim our lives, and to rebuild trust in ourselves.